in American Movie.
Good.
That'll do it for this week. You can hear more of this series at FoxNewsPodcast.com or wherever you get
Watch
your
it, Tom.
podcasts.
Okay.
Be sure to leave a rating
There we go.
and a review.
That'll
We
work.
want to hear from you. For Harold, Mark, and Chad, I'm Brett Baer. We'll see you next time.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him, taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blue horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision.
Exactly.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay.
Oh, good morning, Facebook Nation and YouTube channel. I know the YouTube
When
channel
Donald Trump
pictures
needs
probably messed
conservative
up
votes
just
to
a
help
little bit.
pass
We'll
this.
get that figured out here in just a minute. We've got all kinds of stuff to go over this morning. AEW Redemption tonight, SummerSlam next week, NWA Showcase in 2 weeks, or about 2 weeks or so. Well, 3 weeks to be exact. August the 15th, NWA Showcase at the Race Wrestling Arena. We'll talk about that a little bit. And I've got HD Daniels, our resident referee, coming into the studio here. Good to see him after 2 weeks. And hey, we've got another special guest in the studio. It is none other than Little HD. Good to see you, little buddy. How are you? Are you excited to be here this morning?
Yes.
Good deal. I'm gonna have you grab one of those chairs and just pull right up next to your dad and take a load off. No, I'll watch that thing.
Okay, that thing there.
HD, will you check the screen and make sure, because you might have to adjust that just a little bit. Well, we got all kinds of stuff to talk about this morning. Go ahead and do my quick sharing here.
Police in Berlin are searching for a suspect who allegedly plowed a van through a crowd at an LGBTQ plus pride event. At least one person was killed, 16 others are hurt. Police say the suspect has ties to local Islamic groups and they believe the act was terrorism.
Curtis, HD Curtis. Sorry.
Okay.
My cousin's husband from Kansas City area.
Is their U.S. Senate nominee to replace the former nominee Graham Plattner.
He's backed by Senator Bernie Sanders, and he was a former Republican. He switched parties
put
in the
this
early
right next to you
2000s,
just for a
shifted
second.
independent, and also now a Democrat. He supports progressive policies like abolishing
And that's Fox's Alexis McAdams in Bangor, Maine.
So Little HD, how you been, buddy? How's the summer going for you? Yeah, you like summer so far? I went on a camping trip not too long ago. How was that? You liked it? Good. Good deal. Facebook is fine. I don't know about that YouTube though.
I'm fixing it. I'm trying to get the charger to work.
I've got it up to 100%.
Yeah. Let me see here.
We've got about 4.5 minutes here before we go live on the radio side of things.
Devastate the quality of your life. Now there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2026.
You need me to move over, I can be back over there. So I don't have to knock anything over.
HD Daniels hard at work trying to my mix up.
No. Just trying to keep the cameras
1 million happy customers.
alive.
Go to AudionHearing.com. That's AudieNhearing.com.
I'm Taylor Riggs, and this is the Fox Business Report.
A volatile trading section with the major averages ending mixed for the day.
Curtis, the Navy man, seafood.
Spending worries
That's right.
are rattling investors.
Get some
Chip
time on
stocks
USS
continue
Coral
to sell off.
Sea.
There you go.
Software stocks rose, benefiting from a rotation away from chips. The Magnificent Seven big cap tech
And welcome into all of you that are coming into the Facebook side of stuff. We'll be getting and going here on the radio side of things here in about 3.5 minutes or so. So much to go over. AEW Redemption tonight, SummerSlam next week, all the different happenings that happen during the week itself. There's so much stuff happening. Plus, WLW's got a big event coming on August the 15th, and the field for that tournament is starting to fill out and fill out pretty nicely. And we'll talk about those folks that are going to be coming in from the different NWA territories that are going to participate in that one.
I'm a mess.
You really got me on the Vegas slip-ons. I know it. I know. Let's say you're at a wedding and you go.
Yeah, I had all kinds of jacked up, didn't I?
You know when
No,
you've
this
done
is all
both,
me.
it's not on video. I know when I'm
Why
putting on my
aren't you
pants.
staying?
And for you on the YouTube side of things, just be patient with us. We'll get that thing fixed here in just a few moments, and then we'll be getting and going.
Get the podcast 5 days a week at foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
Trust the professionals at Meyer & Company Real Estate and Auctions. Buying or selling, they'll make your dreams come true. Here's commercial property development expert Rick Meyer.
Boone County has seen tremendous growth, and especially in residential, that along with that brings commercial development opportunities. Meyer & Company Real Estate's really tried to focus, and a lot of my direct focus has been on how can we bring good growth to our area, bring the services that we need.
Back at home, we all know you as Wes. Everybody else around here knows you as Sarge.
Sarge, that's right.
So which one do you want to be called here?
Sarge.
Okay,
Sarge.
you got it.
It's always Sarge.
Sarge, always Sarge.
Even Aunt Linda calls me Sarge from time to time
Does
now.
she?
Yeah.
Have to
It's
keep up,
awesome.
remember that.
Good stuff.
Multifamily and rental properties, whether it's a retail type operation you're trying to.
Good to see good old H.D. Daniels here after a little bit
Here
of
I
a
am.
hiatus last weekend.
No, I was here last weekend.
Well, after my hiatus.
5555 online at MeyerListings.com.
Of course, the super fan Tim Williams is in the Facebook chat at the moment. Trisha McGarry Williams saying we're on the road outside Birmingham, Alabama, and I have my wife's phone, so no yeet. Oh, that's just wrong, super fan. That's just wrong. Well, myself and H.D. Daniels will still say a big old yeet to Trisha McGarry Williams. Yeet! Whether you like it or not. Less than a minute. We go live on the radio.
2.5 over the Seattle Mariners. At Citi Field, the Los Angeles Dodgers defeated the New York Mets 4-3. Kyle Tucker homered for a second straight game. Freddie Freeman his third straight 3-hit game. And in the WNBA All-Star Game on Saturday night, Team Spoon defeated Team Coop 129-122. John Quill Jones of the New York Liberty beat MVP.
From the Meyer Auction and Real Estate Weather Center.
Less than 30 seconds.
KYRO forecast. An extreme heat warning begins at 11 a.m. today and continues until
Of course it
11 a.m.
does.
tomorrow night. Slight chance for isolated thunderstorms today. Otherwise, sunshine mixed with clouds at times. High temperatures reach up to 97. Currently 88. That's the latest from News Radio KYRO. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Fucci.
And the mics are going live. Well, good Sunday morning. We are live from the Gateway Fiber studio of News Radio 105.3 FM, 1280 AM, KYRO. What a wild and crazy Sunday morning it already is. It's hot outside. It's hot, it's hot, it's hot. I don't like it, not one bit. But hey, we're inside.
It's better than cold.
Inside a nice air-conditioned studio, and I'm grateful for that. Good Lord, am I grateful for that. You know, from September until about two weeks before the summer break started, basically, we had no air conditioning. We had nothing. We had a space heater going on up in here. Whew, I'm glad. I'm glad, HD.
You're glad that
I'm glad that we've got
in
the
the
air
winter
conditioning.
months you had heat, but
Yes.
now you have heat outside and you don't want it.
That's right. You're right. It's a bit of an oxymoron, I know, but hey, you take it as you go, the yin and the yang, right? Hey, again, we are live this morning. Next to me, he is one of my co-hosts, the co-host with the most, I'll say it that way. He's our resident referee, Mr. 1, 2, 3, yeet! HD Daniels, good morning, my friend. How are you this morning?
Good, I'm great.
And of course, next to him, to his right, across from me, he's back in the studio again this morning. A special guest. He is little Mr. Yeet. He's little HD Daniels. Good morning, young man. How are you?
Good.
Good. Just like his dad with the one-word answers. And also, we've got another special guest in the studio with us. He comes to us from Kansas City, Missouri. Of course, he's married to my cousin, Julie, the old pimple popper herself. We've got Mr. Curtis, the Navy man, Sipu in the studio. Pull that microphone to you there, Curtis.
Howdy, howdy, and a Cardinals fan.
Actually, pull the microphone to you. There you go. There we go. Now we can hear you.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good
How are
morning.
you?
Not bad. And
Heard you had
Cardinals
some-
fans from Kansas City.
Cardinals fan from Kansas City. It's kind of wild how that plays out sometimes.
Yeah.
Here I'm a Cardinals fan in Kansas City, and you're a Cardinals fan, and a Cardinals fan in Kansas City.
Yeah.
And I'm a Royals fan in St. Louis as well.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild how that works sometimes. Pretty cool. But one thing that we have major in common, of course, and that's the reason why you're here, professional wrestling, baby. We go way back in the time machine.
I've been watching Harley race when he was called Mad Dog race back in the late 60s.
Yep.
It's been quite a while.
Do me a favor, Curtis. You see how I've got this microphone pulled by the arm
This here?
up on top? Yeah, there you go. You can pull it all the way up to you.
Okay.
That way we can actually really truly hear what you're saying there. Before we really get going with anything, last weekend I was out of town. Went down to Texas, to Abilene, Texas, to visit with my daughter, my son-in-law, and my granddaughter, my sweet little sugar plum Isla down there, and superfan Tim Williams, that nematode Nelly, and our resident referee, Mr. 1, 2, 3, yeet, HD Daniels, running the show for me back here. And I gotta say, number one, thank you guys for everything that you did last weekend. You did a great job, and we're going to do that more often.
Thanks for trusting me
Absolutely.
to press the right buttons.
There'll be times, I think, from now on where I'll be sitting in that seat, and you can actually sit in this seat.
Oh yeah,
and
you want me to
the
run
room.
it so
Absolutely.
that we can turn the tables and you can give me the trouble?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then we have got free range, closer range, I should say, to Superfan when he
I
needs
see.
knocked upside the head.
Get a little all
Poke
right.
him back in the bear.
I've been trained to stay neutral.
I hear you. I hear you, but sometimes you are not. Hey, on the Facebook, real quick, we've got, of course, Tim Williams, our super fan, that nematode Nelly, driving back from Birmingham, Alabama, with his beautiful wife, Trisha McGarry Williams. Also, Sherry Harley, our mama bear from World League Wrestling, is in the Facebook chat saying good morning, guys, and good morning to you, Miss Mama Bear. Hope you're having a great Sunday morning. And, of course, my cousin, Curtis's wife, Julie Sipo, watching on the Facebook chat. How are we looking over there on YouTube? You screen good now?
I fixed it all. We're all
good deal. Good deal. I was kind of having a little bit of a stress related situation there. It wouldn't go like I was wanting it to, but you came in and saved the day as usual, so thank you for that. HD Daniels.
Yes.
We are also, besides the streams on Facebook and YouTube, we're also on X.
We're on X. I'll be tweeting in a second at UW Talk KYRO.
And then also, we have a Discord channel.
We have a Discord channel. I'll post it in the link. It's the Uncensored Wrestling Talk Show chat room, Discord.
And
I'll post a link to that.
Pretty much every organization has its own room in there. And whenever there's an event going on, any day that ends in Y, there's a wrestling event going on somewhere. And one or two or three of us, we're in there chit-chatting it up with all kinds of different folks that come in.
Yes, we are.
So Join us on there any day of the week, and you'll find some of us. You'll find some of us in there, giving the old holy heck to everybody. August the 15th, a huge event coming up, HD, for NWA World League Wrestling and all of the territories for that matter. It's going to be the NWA Showcase, the 2026 Territory Classic, live from the Race Wrestling Arena. You can get your tickets right now at harleyrace.com. And I tell you what, my friend, this one is really starting to fill out.
It is. We get new announcements weekly, it seems.
It has been. It has been. Real quick, the organizations that are going to be joining in on this 2026 Territory Classic, of course, World League Wrestling. We've got NWA Joe Kazana Promotions out of Southeast Tennessee, NWA Chicago, Dog Pound Championship Wrestling, TSW Texas Style Wrestling, KFW, NWA New Mexico, otherwise known as Duke City Championship Wrestling, and also Fight the World Wrestling. And as I said, that field is really starting to fill out. So far entered into this tournament, we've got Chase Emery representing NWA Joe Kazana Promotions Southeast out of Eastern Tennessee. The Grand Regent himself,
Yes, sir.
Camaro Jackson, the NWA World League Heavyweight Champion at the moment, representing NWA World League. Bam Bam Malone, coming to us from TSW, Texas Style Wrestling in NWA Texas. Caramel Lightning,
Yes, sir.
representing Dog Pound Championship Wrestling out of NWA Texas. Jake Cross is coming to the Race Wrestling Arena, representing Fight the World Wrestling out of Florida. That's a long way to travel.
Hey, we're doing all over the territory.
Cody James, representing NWA Chicago, is going to be coming in. And I've seen pictures of Cody James. Holy moly, that man is big. He is big. One night, multiple territories, one chance to make history, my friend. Now, also, that evening, he's going to be presenting the winner, the trophy of this Territory Classic. He is the former UFC welterweight champion. Matt Hughes is going to be at the Race Wrestling Arena, HD Daniels.
And I know the boss is excited about that one.
Absolutely. Absolutely. My cousin Julie Sipu, your wife there, Curtis, in the Facebook chat, saying, "You caught me." Of course, you're going to be caught no matter what you're doing. Eyes are always watching, my dear. Eyes are always watching. But no, HD Daniels, this is a huge event. Everybody needs to get their tickets, like right now, because this thing is just almost completely sold out.
We're almost, what are we, 3 weeks away now, about?
Roughly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
3 weeks from yesterday.
Yeah, from yesterday.
So, get your tickets now. Don't wait, because as I always say, but this even more so now, if you wait until the day of the show to get your tickets, I guarantee you're going to be on the outside looking in. You're not going to be able to get in. You're not going to be able to see all the awesome action going on inside that Race Wrestling Arena. And all of us can say we've been inside there and have seen some awesome matches happen in that arena, and history happen inside that arena.
Yes, sir.
That's all he's got for me most of the time.
Yeah.
1 word, 2 word answer, and that's it. Your thoughts on this one, though, HD?
I can't wait to be part of something that's never been done before. Bringing all the territories under one roof, seeing who can represent their territory the best. Me and Brandon Toll get to be part of something real special.
Correct me if I'm wrong, HD. And honestly, I don't think I am on this one. Even back in the day, when NWA was strong, Curtis, you know about this too. You were a huge fan of the NWA back in the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah, major.
When the territories were going on even back then, I don't think there was ever a tournament like this where all the different territories would come together and have one major show like this to in a tournament style to see who the very best was.
Not that I can recall.
Not that I can recall either. I've been around a while.
So this is absolutely history in the making. First time in the 78 year history of the NWA that this is happening. And of course, NWA World League Wrestling at the head of it all, making everything happen.
That's the part that's getting me, is you and I are part of the company that's the forefront of all this. We've had a really big year.
It has been a huge year, my friend.
Yeah.
I mean, let's look at the year real quick, because of course we've got excuse me, NWA World League Wrestling Showdown, our TV show. We've got 2 channels in Columbia, one up in St. Joseph. So we got a little bit of buzz going, got that knocked out. Then of course the Intrigue TV network, which runs from Houston, Texas, all the way up to Boston, Massachusetts. And now we are on St. Louis area TV, regular TV. Local wrestling used to be on back in the day from 1959 until 1983 with Wrestling at the Chase with the NWA. And of course WWE, WWF at the time came in and took it over for a little bit of time, but then it stopped for a very long time. For 48 years, we haven't had any kind of local wrestling on the TV airwaves until we did it. And as you said, the front runners and all of it.
We are. It's hard to put into words.
It's mind-boggling sometimes. It's a little bit, honestly, it's actually a little bit overwhelming sometimes when you
Maybe
think
that's a good word.
But on top of that as well, so with being shown on CW11 KPLR TV, that's basically the first Saturday and the last Saturday of the month. But then also, if you missed that episode and want to see other episodes as well, the Fox 2 STL app is running World League Wrestling Showdown every Thursday night at 8:30 in the evening on Thursdays.
On the app.
Wow.
Yeah.
It just keeps...
We're on Fox.
It just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Man, I'm telling you. I think, what... myself and my broadcast partner, Martin Kadich, we've been pushing for this for a while. Maybe the boss will see this and hear how much that we really want this. We want to do live calling as well. I think that would be so very cool.
Calling him out right now.
Calling him out. I'm calling the boss out. Let's do this. Let's get it going. Because, before you had joined the company, HD, and it was probably about a year or 2 before you had joined, we did about 3 or 4 shows on the internet,
right,
as the shows were going on. And we had a few people in there watching and listening, but man, I tell you what, that was so much fun to do. And I would love for us to be able to do something along those lines. And maybe, excuse me, maybe it can't be done every single month, but those special shows, like this one coming up on August the 15th, or even, like WLW 27, our 27th year anniversary show, our anniversary show that happens every year in November. That would be really, really cool.
It would be, yeah.
So a little bug in the ear of the boss.
Calling him out.
Calling him out, H.T. Daniels says. Boy, I tell you what, time flies too when you're talking about this stuff. Curtis, I was telling you earlier, before you blink, the show's over. So hold on tight, because this is going to go by quick and fast. But you come from the era that I come from back in the 80s and all, even in the 70s. We used to, HD Daniels, when we've talked a little bit about this in the past, we're over on the Kansas side, Memorial Hall in Kansas City, Kansas, where all kinds of awesome wrestling action was going. Of course, you had Harley Race, our favorite one at the time, way back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, people like Bulldog Bob Brown, Rufus R. Jones, Bobo Brazil would come in from time to time. Bill Geigel was in charge of everything at the time.
Omar
Atlas. I mean, just all kinds of awesome dudes coming through, dude. I don't know about you, but for me, Curtis, I miss those days.
Oh, I do too, because my dad used to take me there quite a bit on Thursday nights. some people, like I told you earlier, they grew up with baseball. My dad took me to wrestling.
Mhm.
And so I remember those guys with their Thursdays, and we'd turn around and watch it on Sunday mornings.
Well, you know, that's why HG Daniels, I'm so grateful for World League Wrestling, because Leland Race and Harley Race beforehand, old school. We're talking old school wrestling.
Old school,
the way
flavor of new.
Exactly, exactly. I mean, yeah, there's modern twists in it, of course. You got to stay up with the times, right? But if you want that just nostalgic, no nonsense, like the motto of World League Wrestling says, shut up and wrestle type of action, you get it every single time at the Race Wrestling Arena.
Yeah.
And every single time that we go on the road.
I think it's a great combination of old and new together.
And you know, looking around at the other different independent organizations, I will say, around the country, there's not many that do that like that anymore.
Well, there's the NWA itself.
True.
They do it.
True.
But yeah, the other indies around, not quite like the way that we do it.
So blessed, so special to be a part of different things going on with World League Wrestling.
Les, I'll just say one thing.
I'm
I'm
not
really
Les.
impressed. Or
Who?
Sarge, I was very good. You didn't hear that.
Who's Les?
Sarge.
Who the heck is that dude?
Sarge, I have to say, the thing that impresses me is how this area has really supported the WLW, because it was a big thing in Kansas City, Kansas, and you know that.
Oh, yeah.
But these people out here really impressed me how they supported this. And believe me, if I lived on this side of the state, you'd see me there on Saturdays when they had that.
Absolutely. And you know, we've got our own regulars that come into the shows all the time and everything. But you know, now that, you know, besides all the other TV stations, being on CW11, KPLR TV, and the app as well, it's getting tougher and tougher and tougher for people to get tickets. It just is.
Yep.
And that's why it's so paramount that whenever an event is announced and tickets are ready to be sold on HarleyRace.com, get in there and get them quick. Because if you don't, you're going to miss out. You are just, that's that simple. You're going to miss out on everything. Sherry Harley in the Facebook chat saying also Mike George, Jim Bonzel.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Owner and promoter of SICW, Herb Simmons in the chat room saying good morning, gentlemen, as well. Good morning to you, sir. Hope you are having a great Sunday morning. Hope everything is going well over on the SICW of things. Well, let's jump into about today. Well, actually, you know what? We are past our first break.
All right, let's take a break.
We're going to go ahead and take our first break. But when we come back, we have got a pay-per-view, PLE, whatever you want to call it these days, that's going to be actually happening tonight, HT Daniels.
Yes.
AEW Redemption will be on the air tonight, and the card, as usual, is stacked with a lot.
That's okay.
A lot of matches. And we will get through most of them here right after we take this 59-second break.
Our slow internet, press 1. Excuse me for one second. For a different customer service, press 2.
Okay.
Just for confusing pricing, press 3.
Use
For extremely long wait time,
The knob thingy right there in the middle.
Oh, is that where
Yeah, I think so.
Where there was frustration, now there's satisfaction.
Hello, this is Helen at Gateway Fiber. How may I help you?
Isn't it time to refresh your internet provider? For more information, visit gatewayfiber.com.
Finley Shoe Store is a local family and veteran-owned tradition in historic downtown Troy, Missouri. Dedicated to serving the local community and providing great customer service. Their brands include Redlink, Irish Setter, Works, Birkenstock, Brooks, Merrill, New Balance, Skechers, Thorogood, as well as Superfleet insoles. State-of-the-art 3D foot scanner to ensure you get just the right insoles for you. Finley Shoe Store providing men's and women's quality footwear in Lincoln County area since 1947. Finley Shoes, 636-528-8247.
Welcome back, Uncensored Wrestling Talk, coming to you live from the Gateway Fiber studio of News Radio 105.3 FM, 1280 AM, KYRO. Of course, also on our Facebook and our YouTube channels. You know, all you got to do is type in Uncensored Wrestling Talk on Facebook or YouTube. Jump right in. We've got the chat going on. You can jump in with everything that we're talking about with your questions, your comments, and, you know, even if they're not clean, we'll clean them up for you. And we will say exactly what you're saying out there in Facebook and YouTube land. But in the meantime, H.G. Daniels, as I said before we went to break, we've got AEW Redemption that's going on tonight.
Yep.
And before we get to that pay-per-view, though, you guys made a statement last weekend on the show that AEW's Dynamite wasn't quite as good as it had been leading up to that point. Really the first, I guess you could say, I don't want to say it was a bad one, but medium, I guess, average show.
So, yeah, Tim and I went on a whole thing about how we loved AEW and how it's the best show of the week, and then it follows us up 3 days later with a stinker.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was watching Wednesday and I was like, oh, this stinks.
So this past Wednesday, compared to last week,
it's just not even comparable. It's like they're phoning it in because they got the big show.
So was this week better than last week, or would you say?
This week was the stinker.
Okay, I see what you're saying now. Okay, because I know that you guys were saying last week's was a little bit of a stinker show as well.
I thought we enjoyed last week's. There was a little bit of predictability on last week's Dynamite, but this week was the one where I was just like, why are we even having this show? I don't even know. I don't think they progressed any stories.
Well, I mean, it's only 1 week, 2 weeks, right? But what would you say, and even little HD here, because he likes to watch it all the time too with you, what would you say that they have to change or do better on?
In AEW?
Yes.
So generally, AEW doesn't need to do much. It's just that this week was like the go-home show for their big pay-per-view tonight, and it's almost just like they decided to do nothing with it. They didn't progress any stories. They didn't keep me intrigued. They almost made me less intrigued. I don't like. Let's pair Jon Moxley, Kenny Omega, and Will Ospreay together. Why? Like, it didn't do anything.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of understood a little bit of that storyline. Number one, you've got Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega, if he gets past tonight, that will face each other at the end of August at All In over at Wembley Stadium over in London. You've got Jon Moxley, who has been helping Will Ospreay get back to 100% health, basically, after he was the one that really hurt his neck in the first place. That was kind of an odd pairing to do that in the first place. An odd situation, I would say. But you've got that little bit... I don't want to say there's been tension between Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega, because there really hasn't been.
A little bit.
A little
like
tiny bit.
Tension.
A little tiny bit. Not really enough to sneeze at, though.
Right.
But you've got Jon Moxley, who Kenny Omega, even before he became champion a few weeks ago, was kind of like, Will, this is kind of, you shouldn't be doing this kind of thing. And not to mention a few other people that were coming to him and saying that as well.
Yep.
But then Jon Moxley, on his side of things, has been doing his own thing, basically, for the last couple of years with the Death Riders, doing things the way he wants to do them, regardless of, pretty much by any means necessary, to be quite honest about it.
Right.
So there's that dynamic there, that you've got that tension between Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega, with Will Ospreay kind of right in the middle.
And it's the best story going in wrestling right now, across the board. But they just didn't do anything with it on this last episode of Dynamite.
You don't think so?
What did they do? They teamed
Because, I mean, at the end of that trios match that they had, there was an all-out factions war, I guess you could call it. With the Don Callis family, the Death Riders, Will Ospreay, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks coming down and getting involved
I guess it
too.
just didn't do anything for me personally.
Okay. Hey, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, let's go ahead and jump into this one. AEW Redemption for tonight. And in no certain order here, but the conglomeration, Kyle O'Reilly, Orange Cassidy, and Roderick Strong, the Trios champions, will be defending those belts against the Lethal Twist, Lee Johnson, Blake Christian, and of course Jay Lethal, the longtime veteran. What do you think about this one, H.D. Daniels?
I don't know what we're doing with the Jay Lethal thing. Every time I see them, it's like seeing Lance Archer. And you know they're going to lose. So why do we even care about this?
My problem with this is kind of the same as you're talking about. I mean, with Jay Lethal, for the last, what, has it been 3-4 years now that he's been in AEW, something along those lines, maybe even 5 years, honestly. They haven't really done very much of anything with Jay Lethal.
And I don't know why that is. There's a bunch of guys there that they've done nothing with.
I mean, they had him in that little group of Jeff Jarrett, Satnam Singh, that 7'8" dude, Sanjay Dutt as well. But, I mean, even that little group really didn't do much of anything.
No, they're there to put other people over, but they do it so often that they're not putting anybody over because you're beating a bunch of losers.
Pretty much. Pretty much. And now you've got Jay Lethal with Blake Christian and Lee Johnson doing the exact same thing, really.
Makes it even worse.
It does. It really does. And that's no knock on Blake Christian and Lee Johnson. I think those two guys are great as a tag team together. But even when they were just tagging and didn't have Jay Lethal in the mix, they weren't really being used all that much, honestly, either.
They're being used to put the good guys over. That's why they're being used. But
I guess. I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
But you think that the conglomeration are going to retain?
After everything I just said, I think the Lethal Twist is going to win.
Really?
No.
Man, this guy, I tell you, your dad gets me sometimes, little HD. I also think that the conglomeration is going to pick up. It won't be an easy win, but this is one of those ones that is not going to be a long, drawn-out fight.
I mean, it'll be 15-ish minutes with all the...
You think that'll be that long?
Maybe, with all the Orange Cassidy shenanigans and... I don't know. We'll see.
Because I honestly, I'm thinking about half of that. Like a 7 to 8 minute match.
I don't know.
That's about it.
Okay.
And I believe that one is going to be on the pre-show.
That makes sense. Okay.
But I think, if you look at Wikipedia, where you can see all these matches lining up before the card and everything, you'll see which matches are being put on the pre-show and which ones are on the regular show. And as of right now, I'm a little surprised by this. This is the only match that is going to be scheduled right now on the pre-show.
Okay.
That means if that stays that way, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 matches that are going to be on the regular card again.
That's okay. It's a Sunday night in the summertime.
It's a Sunday night in the summertime. Let's go. We won't be done until like midnight, but okay.
So, school's out.
Hey, that's right. That is right. Little HD can stay up past his bedtime. How about that?
And we do.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't think he's going to have a problem with that.
No, I don't think he's going to have a problem with that. He never does. Wrestling, let's stay up all night, right?
Yep.
Okay, there you go. I'm a little intrigued with this next one, H.D. Daniels. The AEW, I'm sorry, before we get to that one, Curtis Sipu, what do you think? Conglomeration or the Lethal Twist? Who you got going to win that?
Oh, you're asking the wrong person on this one, because I don't know these people. I'm gonna go with what you guys believe on that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
AEW Women's World Championship. Thekla, the champion, has been on one heck of a tear as of late. Over the last 4 or 5 months, and she's, well, I guess it's actually been about 3 months since she's held that championship. Willow Nightingale coming back, winning that gauntlet to become the #1 contender to go up against Thekla. Who do you got in this one, HD?
I'm gonna let little HD tell me who's gonna win.
Who's gonna get this one,
Willow
little HD?
or Thekla? Come on.
Is this a normal match?
Is this a what match?
Like a regular singles match.
It's a regular singles match for the AEW Women's World Championship.
I think tie.
You think it's gonna be a draw, huh?
Draw.
Okay, little HD says a draw.
I'm hoping that Willow wins, so that we can get Willow versus Mercedes. I think that's the better match at All In.
Okay, you hope that Willow wins, but who do you think is going to win?
That's hard to say. I'm gonna say Willow's still gonna win, unless they're trying to set up a triple threat, which they could be.
If
You know-
it's a tie.
Yeah, if it's a tie, it could very well happen that way too. You know, Thekla, I think regardless, if she loses this match to Willow Nightingale, she's going to get herself inserted one way or the other into that match at All In that'll have Mercedes Moné / Saucer Banks in it.
You think it'll be a triple threat? No
I
matter
do.
what? Okay.
I really do.
All right.
But in this particular matchup, though, between Thekla and Willow Nightingale, having to go through that 3-week session of shoulder injury,
Yeah.
having to give up the women's TBS championship, which was odd to me. It was really odd to me, HD Daniels. I mean, she wasn't really out that long enough to really make a difference in
No.
defending that
Right.
championship.
I don't know why they even did that.
It was weird. But she comes back, she wins that gauntlet match in pretty dramatic fashion. I think Willow's gonna come out as the champion in this one.
So do I. I feel like it might be time.
And I think that when we move further closer to that All-In card at the end of August, Thekla's going to be right back in the middle of it all. She's not going to give up that easily. But I still hate the fact that Mercedes Moné won the Owen Hart Cup Championship.
Why?
And is in this match. Yeah, I get it. AEW World Women's Championship is the only belt of the 13 belts that she had all at one time that she didn't have. But I'm a little still over Mercedes Moné.
You're over it, huh?
I'm over
That's
it.
fair.
man.
I'm over a few people. That's
I mean,
all right.
Granted, she was gone for about 6 months or so. And like you,
That
I
was
always
nice.
do like to see a little bit of a hiatus whenever they do go away. So that way when they do come back, it's a little bit more of a hoopla situation.
Yeah.
But with Mercedes Moné, it's different for me. I think she should have stayed away for at least a year.
That's how I feel about MJF.
Ooh. 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 Well, we'll get into MJF here in a little bit because you know what? MJF is not even on this card at all.
That's all right. Him and Roman can go on vacation together.
Ooh. Can you imagine being a fly in that car as they're riding down the road together? Man, the conversations that could be going on with that one. All right. So
All right.
we both think that Willow Nightingale is going to become the new AEW Women's World Championship or champion holder, and Little HC thinks it's going to be a time limit draw, which means Thekla would retain. The AEW National Championship, which I still disagree with it being called that because, you know, they were trying to draw from the NWA National Championship when the NWA National Championship is still ongoing in the NWA from the history of that championship. But Mark Davis is the champion at the moment. and he goes up against Andrade El Idolo, HD Daniels.
Yeah, I think there's almost a guarantee that Andrade is going to win this one. He needs that title, I feel like.
You think it's written in stone?
I think
he
it
is
is.
going to
Who's
win,
gonna win?
This one.
Andrade?
You think Andrade's going to win as well, little HD?
He's
Okay.
finally a good guy and he needs a belt.
He needs a belt. Okay. See, I think for me, Andrade El Idolo is one of those type of wrestlers that really doesn't need a belt because he's that doggone good. He can go out there and have any kind of match, regardless of what's going on, and it'd be a banger of a match against whomever.
Yeah, but can you just keep having good match after good match and not win anything to show for it?
Some people are content with that.
I'm not.
Some folks are content with that.
I think the fans want this.
But see, also I say that because he's since he's come back to AEW in the last 4 months or so, 5 months, he's held championships. Granted, they were from New Japan Pro Wrestling, but whenever he would win a championship, like the Global World Heavyweight Championship, he would have it on his shoulder, and he'd have it around his waist whenever he'd come into an AEW arena. So, and he defended it a couple of times as well. So it's not like he's a stranger to championships.
Not in AEW, he is though.
Board buzzing today. The board is just buzzing like crazy. I don't know why that's going on, but hey, we'll fix it. Yeah, well, I mean, I can understand where you're coming from about Andrade El Idolo.
What do you think? Who's going to win?
Mark Davis has done a really good job, I think, as that champion.
But he's done nothing with it.
But he really has.
That title is not better because he has it.
This is true.
Nor is he better because he has it.
Well,
He's just been bragging that he has that title.
you're not wrong, little HD. You're not wrong, my friend. You know, I think you're right. I think Andrade El Idolo was actually gonna pick up that
How you know?
championship. How you know? You like to say that. How you know?
You keep saying that to me.
How you know?
How you know?
Let's go over to Facebook chat room here real quick here. Trisha McGarry Williams saying, darn, I was hoping to see Big Justice Boom on the pre-show. No, wait a minute. That's Superfan. That's Superfan talking as Trisha there. I think I think she's driving the car at the moment and he's riding shotgun as the show is going on. He also says the money is Willow versus Mercedes Moné at All In. But, you know, I think there's also money to be had in a triple threat between Thekla because of the fact that she's been so good as the women's champion in AEW. I mean, she doesn't miss a beat. She really doesn't. But yeah. And then, of course, our friend, former senior referee at World League Wrestling, Curtis Sipa, you've seen him in action there in the Race Wrestling Arena roughing. Mr. Richard White coming into the chat room from all the way down there in Florida. Florida, as little HD says. Thank you for joining us there, Richard. We appreciate you. All right. Now, again, this is being pulled from Wikipedia. They've got these matches in no such order, but the main event of the evening for AEW Redemption should be, I say should be, Kenny Omega defending the AEW World Championship against the TNT champion, Kevin Knight. Kevin Knight trying to become 2 belts Kevin Knight.
I don't think it should be.
What do you mean?
I don't think that match should be the main event. I think the women's match should be.
Ooh, interesting.
Will
I
they
wouldn't
do?
be
Will
mad
they
about
do?
that.
Will they do it? No. But the Kenny Omega Kevin Knight match is a nothing match. It means nothing. Kevin Knight's gonna lose. It's guaranteed.
It really is. It really, truly is. I mean,
What match is this?
Kenny versus Kevin Knight.
Kenny Omega versus Kevin Knight. The
Kenny
Jet.
Omega.
Yeah, Kenny Omega is going to win this one hands down. But, I mean, it's still going to be... It's not going to be the normal, as we've seen in the past, HD Daniels, of a Kenny Omega match where it goes 45 minutes
No,
long.
hopefully it goes like 2 or 3. We don't need this.
I know, come on now, you're going way far through that spectrum. We're going to see probably about a 20-minute match, 25-minute match, somewhere in there. And really, that should be about the norm for a World Championship match. So, but, no, Kenny Omega, you've already got it in stone, him facing off with Will Ospreay at All In. He's not going to lose this one. There's no way, right?
Right.
No way.
No way.
That's why it shouldn't be the main event. It should be pre-show.
Whoa! No, now see, that's just wrong. That's just wrong, HD Daniels. And with that being said, hey, we are up against our last break of this first hour. We are going to go ahead and take it, and when we come back, we will continue on talking about AEW Redemption's PLE for tonight.
King Scott here, and I'm with John Lang, owner of Mountaintop Motor Company. John, tell us about the latest sales you guys have going on. King, we don't have one. What? You're not a dealership, so you have to have some kind of sale going on.
Well,
No quote unquote sale going on at our place. And you know why? Why? Because usually those sales promotion at other dealerships are BS. Most of the time they're robbing Peter to pay Paul somewhere, and we don't play those games at Mountaintop. We're not about sales, we're about true savings.
Camaro
I like
Jackson.
that. No sales, just savings.
He's our
You can
champion.
come in, check out the inventory, and you
Different
guys will
person.
prove that your pricing is only
Yeah.
super competitive. Correct. We've got so much great inventory in the lot right now. Many vehicles starting at $15,000 or lower. And with our great prices, we're confident we can get you set up the right way. You heard it. Great pricing, great inventory, great people to work with. And there's a reason Mountaintop Motor Company has over 1,000 5-star reviews. Please don't settle for just any dealership. Aim higher and go visit our guys in Troy. MountaintopMotors.com.
Yeah, it goes by fast.
And
Yeah, it really
does.
You guys just know these people more better than I do.
Yeah.
People are talking about Don Julio's Mexican Restaurant in the
I'm
Winfield
gonna get
Plaza
that app
and
and
Don
watch it.
Julio's Taco Express
There you
at number 3 Troy Center. Setting the standard for authentic Mexican food and great drinks. Carry out or dine in 7 days a week at both great locations. Stop in or order online for carryout at DonJuliosWinfield.com or DonJuliosTroy.com. Don Julio's Mexican Restaurant in the Winfield Plaza and Don Julio's Taco Express at number 3 Troy Center. And don't forget, buy one, get one free on Wednesday in Troy and on Monday in Winfield. That's Don Julio's Mexican Restaurant in the Winfield Plaza and Don Julio's Taco Express at number 3 Troy Center. Veteran owned and operated. Bringing great authentic Mexican food home to Lincoln County. Hasta pronto!
Old Monroe Lumber Company has the really big tools you need to get the job done right. Not only in the retail store, but in the rental area too. Bobcats, excavators, dingoes, and lift equipment, including a 65-foot boom lift, scissor lifts, and more. Need something a little smaller? Old Monroe Lumber Company rents saws, log splitters, jackhammers, water pumps, and dump trailers. Just about anything you need delivered to your job site. Take a look online at omlumber.com.
Welcome to Meganet. For slow internet, press 1. For indifferent customer service, press 2. For confusing pricing, press 3.
This is being
For
done on
extremely long
YouTube
wait
at the same
times,
time
stay on the
as
line.
Facebook right
For
now.
87 the line.
That one's on Facebook, that one's on
Where there was frustration, now there's satisfaction.
Hello, this is Helen at Gateway Fiber. How may I help you?
Isn't it time you refreshed your internet provider? For more information, visit gatewayfiber.com.
The Wrecking Crew. What do you guys do here?
We recycle. Our typical business is picking up stuff that
One more
nobody else can
commercial
get.
after
People
this, and
may
we'll be
have
back to it.
laying in their property and they just don't realize it.
They do. A lot of money sometimes, and not where you would think it would be.
Where are you located?
Troy, Winfield, Vandalia, Missouri. We do boxes, trailers. We cut stuff up on site. We do insurance work. Farmers, if you have a burnt building or wind damaged building or grain bin, that's our specialty.
How'd they get a hold of you?
Call me personally or call the office.
The Wrecking Crew. 636-462-1727.
Finley Shoe Store is a local family and veteran-owned tradition in historic
Good old Jeff
downtown
Wow.
Troy, Missouri, dedicated to serving the local community and providing great
himself.
customer
Still
service.
on there.
Their brands include
Yep.
Red Wing, Irish Setter, Works, Birkenstock, Brooks, Merrill, New Balance, Skechers, Thorogood, as well as Superfleet insoles, state-of-the-art 3D foot scanner to ensure you get just the right insoles for you. Finley Shoe Store, providing men's and women's quality footwear in Lincoln County area since 1947. Finley Shoes, 636-528-8247.
And the mics are going live. Well, welcome back. Hour number 1. We've got about 8 minutes to the top of the hour. Of course, we are live inside the Gateway Fiber studio of News Radio 105.3 FM, 1280 AM, KYRO. We are also live on our Facebook and our YouTube channels as well. HD Daniels, you're going to throw that link
Yeah, I'm
in
doing all
before
the
too long for the Discord channel.
I'm doing all the stuff.
He's doing all the stuff this morning, and I do appreciate you very, very much so. And again, a great job that yourself and Superfan did last week here on the show with me being out of town down in Texas. That's a long trip, brother. 12 and a half hour drive one way, and all done at the same time.
Well, that's a choice.
That's a choice. Hey, when you got stuff you got to get done back here, I mean, you got to get back here and get it done, right?
Got to.
Speaking of which, Monday night, this past Monday night, we did 2 more episodes of World League Wrestling Showdown. So next Saturday, on the 1st of August, make sure you catch World League Wrestling Showdown, not only on our other TV stations around the country, but also right here in St. Louis on CW11, KPLR TV, high noon on Saturday. And then on Thursdays, get that Fox 2 STL app. You'll be able to see episodes on there as well, 8:30 Thursday nights.
Download the app, watch it anywhere in the world.
Say that again?
Download the app and watch it anywhere in the world.
There you go. That's the way it goes. That's the way it is. And this crazy board is just buzzing like crazy this morning.
Is there a bee in there?
I think so, little HD. I think there is a bee up inside there. And we were outside a little while ago, and there was all kinds of sweat bees flying all over the place. So you never know. One of them might have gotten into the board. I don't like sweat bees either. They're not nice. They're not nice. The Painmaker, HD Daniels, Chris Jericho, a name you know over there, Curtis Siku. Yeah. He is going to be taking on former WLW alumni Tommaso Ciampa in a no-holds-barred match. That's going to be a good one. What do you guys think about that one?
I think the Painmaker is going to bring this one, take this one home, and we'll have one-on-one. Somehow we'll have a best of 2 out of 3 series.
I'm kind of thinking that way as well. And you know what? To be quite honest, I don't mind that so much, with it being a trilogy of matches between these two guys.
It's been okay. Not the best, but it's been okay. It's been good. Gives Ciampa something to do.
What could have been, so far to this point, since it really have only had one match, but through their interactions, the beatdowns that we've seen on previous shows, the match at Beach Blast, where Tommaso Ciampa did come out the victor in that one, and that was a brutal match. And I expect this no-holds-barred match is going to be even more brutal. But what could they have done different, or even, I dare say, better, to intrigue you a little bit more with this?
I just don't know I don't know what this is doing for Ciampa, and I don't know what this is doing for Jericho. If Ciampa wins tonight, he beat Jericho twice. Would that help Ciampa in any way be more over than he already is if he beats Jericho twice?
That's a good point. Little HD, what do you think?
I would say Jericho, but I would say this is the perfect opportunity for Tommaso Ciampa to use the screwdriver.
Oh, you want to see Tommaso Ciampa use a screwdriver on Chris Jericho?
Maybe.
Well,
That's brutal,
it's not that
man.
it's not that he wants to.
It's
He
a
thinks
perfect
it'll happen.
opportunity.
It's a perfect opportunity. You're not wrong.
This kid
No
like-
holds barred.
This kid likes the death matches.
Apparently. Have you shown him some of the death matches of old?
Not of the old ones, no.
Well, you got to show some of
Yeah, we
those
will.
to him.
I watch old matches.
For sure. Because some of those matches are absolutely
I
out
know.
there. They are out there.
I watch old matches by myself.
Yeah.
Not these.
These are you'll be like, you might even close your eyes during some of it, to be quite honest, young man.
Some of them are brutal.
Some of them are brutal. I mean, we used to watch those together back in the day, and they would get extreme, and then even worse than the word extreme. Whew. So extreme. But I think you're right. I think the Painmaker is going to pick up the victory in this one against Tommaso Ciampa, and then we'll get the finality of it, the final match, a third match between the two of them at Wembley Stadium at All In over in London.
Probably.
But the question is, now that we've seen basically a no disqualification match at Beach Blast, a coming up no holds barred match tonight at AEW Redemption, what type of match, if they were to have a third match and it was to be at All In, what type of match would you want to see them do to put a nail in the coffin on this?
You know what? I probably wouldn't happen, but I would like to see like a submission match.
A submission
Not like
match.
they've already, like at the beach break they did the sand and they had foreign objects involved. Now they're doing this basically a hardcore match.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see who the best is? Do a technical wrestling match. That's what I would like.
Or an I Quit match.
Or maybe,
Or an I Quit
or
match.
maybe
That would be interesting, little HD.
Right.
That would be really, really interesting.
What do you think?
See, I kind of shy away from it a little bit because of saying I want to see those type of matches, because those type of matches, as we like to call them, the gimmick matches, they're supposed to end a feud, not prolong the feud, right? And in today's day and age, that's what we really have come to, is the fact that these gimmick matches, the different types of matches, they don't end feuds.
Not in either company.
And anywhere.
No
matter where you are. And I mean, they're fun to watch, don't get me wrong. They're absolutely wild to watch. I still love watching them. But what's the purpose? What's the purpose to it if you're just going on with that feud after that particular type of match? So there is that. And we've got about 30 seconds, 20 seconds before the top of the hour. We're going to take that top of the hour break. 6 after, we come back with hour number 2. Yes, little HD already. It goes by fast, doesn't it, my friend? It just does. And with that being said, here we go, top of the hour, and we'll be back in
Live
just a
from the
little
Gateway
bit.
Fiber Studios, online at gatewayfiber.com. News Radio
Thanks, Doc.
953 1280
I will say,
KYRO Troy.
If
It's
they're going
11
to
o'clock
do this
at
for
night.
long, then what's the point of having the I Quit?
I know, right? That's what I'm saying. That's what
You need to have a
we're
different kind of match where, that way if they're going to prolong it. It's like when you go to a farewell concert of the Eagles and then
And
3
then
years
next
later
year you're
they're
seeing
coming-
it all over again.
Yeah, all over again.
Yeah. I'm going to step out just for a moment. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm stepping out.
I just stretched my legs myself.
Oh, can you get through?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. Sometimes moving this makes noise, so that's why you just bring your voice, your body up to it. Like that. No, we're not on the radio right now.
Yeah, you stop right there.
Putting a link to our show out.
Chip stocks continue to sell off. Software stocks were most benefiting from rotation away from chips. The Magnificent Seven big cap tech stocks were mostly lower for the day and down for the week. The Dow up 236
What is this
points. The
AEW
Nasdaq
show called?
Shares of Oracle fell over 4% despite the cloud computing and software company scoring a 10-year, nearly $7 billion contract with the U.S. Defense Department. Shares of American Express sinking nearly 5% despite the credit card company higher than expected earnings, but its revenue slightly missed estimates even as its mostly affluent cardholder base continues to spend. That's your Fox Business Report. Mike Lewinsky invested in you.
What do you mean? It's after. We're not on the radio right now. It's a break. Wow. Very much. Well, that was quick. Yep. Quick break.
9 p.m. tomorrow night. Slight chance for isolated thunderstorms this afternoon. Otherwise, sunshine mixed with clouds at times. High temperatures reach up to 97. Right now, 92. That's the latest from News Radio KYRO. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
And the mics are going live. Well, welcome back. Hour number 2, Uncensored Wrestling Talk, live from the Gateway Fiber studio of News Radio 105.3 FM, 1280 AM, KYRO. Of course, we are also live on our Facebook stream and our YouTube channel as well. You can join us in there in the chat rooms. Give us your thoughts on everything that we are talking about this morning. You know, outside, Jennifer Wojcicki just said that it is 92 degrees outside, and it is 92 degrees, but the heat index right now, H.G. Daniels, is 109. It's warm out there.
That's okay.
Whew.
Prefer
If you're-
that over any snow day of the year.
Well, okay then, if you say so. If you are outside doing things, please, please, please make sure you are drinking water, plenty of fluids. We don't want to see anybody drop, and make sure that you show up to the next events and stuff. Now, real quick from the Facebook chat room, one of our favorite persons, one of our favorite people, Lainey Cake Ness is in the Facebook chat room saying hello to everybody. We can't wait to see her and her awesome husband Steven up there at the Race Wrestling Arena very, very soon.
Yep.
I do believe that she told me not too long ago that they've secured their tickets to NWA Showcase.
Well, that's swell.
Just like them, go to HarleyRace.com. Make sure you get your tickets. August the 15th, NWA Showcase, the 2026 Territory Classics. So much awesome stuff going on with NWA World League Wrestling. Let's jump back into this, HD Daniels. AEW Redemption tonight. Kyle Fletcher, the AEW International Champion, will be defending that belt against Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion Bandito. And we saw not too long ago, this week in fact, Bandito and Brody King back together again, tagging as Brodito, picking up the win against Kyle Fletcher and Kazuchika Okada.
Yes, sir.
What do you think about this one?
You like that tag match, didn't you?
I do. I absolutely loved Bandito when they were the AEW Tag Team Champions. I hated the fact when they lost those belts. I would have liked to have seen them been champions a while longer than what they had.
You know what took me out of that match?
What's that?
Boring Okada.
Boring Okada.
I'm so tired talking about how boring he is.
I gotta agree with you, because ever since he came over from New Japan, it hasn't been the same Okada
Not even
that
close.
was over in Japan. So, I mean, I don't know. It just, using the B word and all that kind of thing, can't say it on the radio.
He
of
hasn't
course,
even
but
done that in a while.
He really hasn't. But
He's done nothing.
he really hasn't done anything in a while either.
Why don't he just step up for himself instead of letting his teammates just do all his work?
I know, right? You're gonna have to jump up to the microphone and say that so that way everybody can hear you.
Talk into the mic. Oh, okay.
About Okada, he's letting everybody else do the work for him. Oh yeah. But I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, the Don Callis family has been really protecting Okada during his matches that he's had in the past.
You don't need this.
He really doesn't. He really doesn't. But I don't foresee, with Okada anyway, it changing in the near-term future.
Which is unfortunate. I don't even know why he's here.
I mean, I know you would rather see the Don Callis family, not so much the family go away, but Don Callis go away.
The faction doesn't do anything for anybody. It's not helping a single person.
Well, there's just so many members to that family now. I want to say there's like 10 members of it. 12 members?
Kyle Fletcher doesn't need a mouthpiece. Okada might, but he does okay on his own.
Yeah. Well, Okada's one of those ones where he doesn't really need to say very much.
Not really.
Fletcher, yeah, you're right. He's his own mouthpiece.
Yep.
In fact, I would say about 90% of the Don Callis family really doesn't need a mouthpiece.
That's why I'm sick and tired of him. Anyway, I took you off track.
It's okay. We'll get back on the track. Kyle Fletcher, Bandito, International Championship on the line. Who do you see coming out of this one as the winner?
Who do you think's gonna win? Kyle Fletcher or Bandito?
Jump up to the mic and say.
Talk into the microphone. Talk.
I would would say Kyle Fletcher.
Little HD thinks Kyle Fletcher
And he
is
would be
going to
correct.
retain, and as well as HD Daniels. Well, I mean, Kyle Fletcher, he just picked up this championship maybe about a month ago from Takeshita. And so I still think it's way too soon for Fletcher to be losing this championship. I mean, I know that he still has world championship aspirations, but I don't see him being put into the world title picture for a while anyway still.
Kyle Fletcher?
Yeah.
No, he can be the workhorse of the mid card for a while. I have no issues with that.
That was a big buzz.
Yeah, that was a big B inside that board. I don't know what is going on with this crazy board, but it happens sometimes, and sometimes we just got to deal with it. You know, I think you're right. I think Kyle Fletcher is going to pick up the win on this one. But the thing that I'm a little bit perplexed by, HD Daniels, is that with Bandito being the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion, they only have. I mean, you've got on the Honor Club. You can go in there and watch Ring of Honor TV shows and stuff, but as far as AEW TV goes, he's always got that belt with him, that Ring of Honor World Championship belt with him.
Right.
But you don't ever see him defending that championship on TV, really hardly at all.
He is on Ring of Honor, though. Is he?
Every once in a blue moon.
Okay.
I mean, on the pay-per-views, which are like once every 3 or 4 months, once a quarter basically, when they have a pay-per-view, yeah, he's defending that championship, but we're not seeing him nearly enough defending that championship, especially with as much time that he takes up on AEW TV itself. What do you think?
I guess what I think is they don't even. It's been I don't know how many years now, but we don't even know what Ring of Honor is.
Well, this is true too.
What purpose does it have? What's it there for?
You can't even really call it a developmental for AEW now.
You could, but I don't know what we're developing.
That's what I mean. You don't really see anybody jumping from the Ring of Honor thing over onto the AEW roster and getting quote unquote bigger or anything along those lines. It's really a lot of the times it's the guys and gals that are wrestling on the Ring of Honor side. It's either new folks that they have re-signed, or it's I hate to use the word older folks, but it's wrestling stars that have already been established, basically, on AEW, like Sammy Guevara, for instance.
Yeah, why is he in Ring of Honor?
That's my point.
Doesn't make sense.
It really doesn't make too much sense. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. Athena, the women's champion, they like to call her the forever champion because she has held that championship for, golly, I want to say it's been like 1,400 days that she's had that championship. And yeah, there's been a few close calls where, you know, she's come very close to losing that championship, but you don't even see her really defending that championship on AEW TV.
No.
And there has been spurts where we'll see her on AEW TV for 2, 3, 4 months at a time.
Yeah, she's been on TV lately, but I don't know what she's doing. Putting other people over, I guess.
I guess. All right, here we go. AEW World Tag Team Championship is going to be on the line as the Death Riders, Claudio Castagnoli, and the Bastard Pack will be going up against Christian Cage and Adam Copeland. Of course, you still like to call him Edge. Cage and Cope are, of course, the tag team champions, defending those belts. What do you see in this one, HD Daniels?
I don't see Cage and Cope losing whatsoever.
Really?
Do you?
You know, Claudio and Pac Well, they are a part of the Death Riders. And yes, we do see them tag from time to time together, but generally it's in trios matches or even four-person matches, four-person on a team type matches, 8-man matches. But very rarely do we get to see them wrestling together as just a straight tag team. So I think it would be a bit of an injustice if they ended up winning those tag team championships.
An injustice.
An injustice.
Okay.
To Adam Copeland and Christian Cage.
What do you think?
What do you think there, little HD? And you got to get up into the mic so that way everybody in Radio Land and out there on Facebook and YouTube can hear you.
I would say Edge and I would say Edge.
You say Edge and Christian are going to retain. See, and I don't think that little fight between them and the Dogs is really over with either. Even though we're seeing David Finlay and Jay White really going after each other as well. But I kind of foresee in the future where we're going to get another, I hate to say the word conglomeration because there is a team called the Conglomeration, but where you've got Cage and Cope and Jay White and some of the other members of the Bang Bang Club, those guys tagging up and everything, going up against the Death Riders and the Dogs for a while longer. But I also kind of see Christian Cage kind of turning on Jay White to continue that feud that they had for several years
I'm
ago.
intrigued by that story. I don't know where they're going to go with it, but if he turns on him, I don't know if that would make him... I guess I don't know what that would do to the tag team itself. Would they implode?
You mean of Christian Cage and Adam Copeland?
Yeah.
That's the question. Would it make that tag team implode if he were to turn on Jay White?
Probably not. Because
You think so?
we already did the Cope versus Cage rivalry. We've already been there.
That's true. That is true. But which side of the fence does Cope fall in if Cage turns on Jay White?
Probably Christian's side.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow, interesting. Okay.
You don't think so?
Well, he's been buddy-buddy with Jay White and with the Guns. So really, it almost makes sense, Curtis, if a team like that has been, one of them has been befriending another group, and that group, specifically one person of that group, had a feud that other person went out on an injury of. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying here?
Yeah.
Because we've seen that many times back in the day with the old wrestling.
Yeah.
What do you think, Curtis?
I think about it.
What do you think? What's your thoughts on this?
When I'm looking at this, I'm looking at this Christian Cage. Are we talking about Christian?
Yes.
From the old school?
Yep.
And
You
Adam
are
Copeland
right.
being Edge?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, these guys have turned on each other in the past, haven't they?
Several times.
Yeah.
Several times. Even once here in AEW, a couple of times in the WWE when they were over there.
Yep.
So is that feud between them really ever over?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know, Mr. Sarge.
I don't know. I don't know. So more Death Riders are going to team up. It'll be John Moxley and Will Ospreay versus the Young Bucks. Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson in a regular tag team match. Little HD, I'm going to come to you first. Who do you think is going to win this one? The Death Riders or the Young Bucks? Which really aren't young anymore. What do you think?
Come on.
And I would say Death Riders.
You think the Death Riders are going to come out victorious over the Young Bucks? H.C. Daniels, what do you think?
Yeah, I have to agree with the Death Riders because if
Really?
they... Well, let's say Will Ospreay loses on his road to All In. What's that going to do? It's not going to help him. And the Young Bucks aren't doing anything right
See,
now.
I think that's also where a little bit of the tension builds back up again between Will Ospreay and John Moxley.
There will be tension. It will be there. But
Because of what's been going on
Yeah.
with Kenny Omega.
But I still think they're going to pull out the win. The Young Bucks have nothing to gain, and Ospreay has nothing to gain by losing.
We'll see with the Young Bucks are trying desperately, and I'm not saying that I agree with it, but the Young Bucks are desperately trying to get back into the tag team picture, of the title tag team picture, I should say. And they've been on a little bit of a winning streak as of late. If they lose to the Death Riders and John Moxley and Will Ospreay, that kills their momentum completely, I think. And then
Agreed.
gets taken out of the title picture.
Yeah, agree.
But I don't see that happening.
Yeah, I know.
I see the Young Bucks going up against Christian and Cage, and it may not happen at All In, but in the very near future, though, within the next couple of months, maybe All Out in Chicago in September.
I wouldn't mind Bucks versus CNC. Wouldn't mind that at all.
See, I
But
think
they don't
the
have
Young
to.
Bucks are going to win this one.
They don't have to win this one to be in the tag team title contendership.
Come on, man.
They don't have
You lose,
to.
you get put back to the back of the line.
They're the Young Bucks.
Former EVPs of AEW. Interesting.
They gonna lose.
They're gonna lose, says HT Daniels. All right, here we go. The Women's AEW TBS Championship is going to be on the line. Hikaru Shida coming back from that long injury that she's had. She's had a little bit of a wild run since coming back, winning the AEW TBS Championship after Willow Nightingale had to give it up because of her shoulder injury. She'll be taking on Maya World, who has been a little bit of a surprise of the last couple of months, HT Daniels.
Newcomers stealing the spotlight, I would say.
Now, Shida, she just won that championship
Yeah,
like in the last 3 weeks or so.
She ain't losing.
I would call it a major upset if Maya World were to get that victory over Hikaru Shida.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's gonna happen though.
HT Daniels says Shida is going to retain the TBS championship. Little HD, what do you think? You think upset in the making, or Shida retains the TBS championship?
I think retains.
He thinks also that Shida is going to retain, as well as I do. I think it's still too soon for Shida to lose that belt, but also at the same time, it's a little disappointing because Maya World has been on such a great run. I mean, granted, she lost to Mercedes Moné in that Owen Hart Cup, championship tournament match, but Maya World really deserves to be up there on that main stage and fighting for championships. What do you think, HD?
You don't think it's too soon to be fighting for a championship?
No, I think that she should be fighting for a
Think
championship.
she should?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I don't know. I don't know if she's earned it.
But the question is it too soon for her to have a championship?
Probably.
Because that's two different apples here.
No, I understand.
Apples.
I don't know what title she could qualify for. There's no other mid-card women's championships, so I don't know. Probably too soon though.
Do you think? I mean, granted, we've got there's a ton now of championships in AEW, right? But on the women's side of things, you've got 3 championships basically. You've got the Women's World Championship, you've got the Tag Team Championships now, and the TBS Championship. But I'm wondering if it's now is the time to strike with, because we've seen a couple of other companies come up with this in recent months, a TV championship.
You think they need a TV championship? Isn't that what the TBS championship is?
for TBS, but you know they're also on TNT.
So but we don't have a TBS championship for the men.
This is true. But on the men's side, you've got all kinds of different titles.
You do.
You got way ton of titles. You've got the World Championship, of course. You've got the Tag Team Championships. You've got the Trios Championships. You've got the International Championship. You've got the Continental Championship. You've got the National Championship. Yeah.
The World Championship.
Mm-hmm. But there's only 3 on the women's side compared to all those different ones for the men.
There's the Ring of Honor World Championship.
Oh, now we're going to get into Ring of Honor, folks.
Just to let you, that's a title a woman could win.
Do you think it'd be more conducive for Maya World to beat Athena for that championship then?
Not right now.
Wow. No love for Maya World from HD Daniels and winning a world championship.
A world championship? No, not yet.
Or a championship of any kind.
Not yet. Sorry.
Hey.
That doesn't mean I don't like her.
Alrighty then. 6-way ladder match to determine the #1 contender to the AEW International Championship that I just mentioned. Of course, that championship being held right now by Kyle Fletcher. A lot of folks in this one. Jack Perry, Jungle Jack Perry, versus the Beast Mortos. We haven't seen the Beast Mortos in a little while, HD Daniels.
He'll do something crazy.
Versus Commander. Yep, you got it right there, little
They used to be
HD.
in like TNA.
Yep.
Yep.
I know.
Versus Commander. Versus Speedball Mike Bailey. Versus Nick Wayne. We haven't seen Nick Wayne in a little while.
That's okay.
He's the pure champion over in Ring of Honor. Versus El Klon.
El Klon.
Of the Don Callis family. Who do you got in this one, HD?
Let's see. Let's go over the names here. I'm gonna say Jack Perry.
You think Jack Perry?
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 men, and I bet it's gonna be that crazy mask guy or Jungle Jack Perry.
Okay.
They have no build behind any other one of these people, so it's gonna be Jack Perry.
Now, they do have a little bit of a build with Speedball Mike Bailey, with being the former Trios champion not too long ago. And then having his little feud with Kevin Knight as well.
Yeah.
But that didn't last very long either,
He's
though.
become the Jannetty of that team.
Yeah, and I kind of hate that from Speedball Mike Bailey.
I do too. I like him better than Knight. They picked the wrong guy to push.
I kind of think that way too, HD Daniels. I really do. But you know, I think you're right though. I think Jungle Jack Perry is going to come out of this one as the new #1 contender. Because I also think he's another one of those ones that he needs a belt put around him.
Yes, he does.
And especially if you're going to call him one of the pillars of AEW still, which they still do. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens here. We will see. And then last but not least on this card, it'll be the Bang Bang Gang. Jay White, one of our friend Laney Kate Ness's favorite wrestlers, teaming up with his Bang Bang Gang fellow teammate, Juice Robinson, taking on the Dogs, David Finlay and Clark Connors, in a double chain tag team match.
That's a good question. What is that?
So, you'll have the 4 men, right? 2 tag teams, and 1 person from 1 tag team will have a dog collar around their neck with a chain connected to it, and that will go to one of the other members of the opponent of theirs.
How do you tag?
You know, I don't think there's going to be any tags actually in this one.
They don't call it a tag team.
Well, that's what I'm saying too, but they're calling it, so that's what we got to go with what they're saying. But, and then of course the other ones will also be connected with a dog chain collar match.
Maybe they'll have a dog tag on the dog collar. And
You never know.
Then it's a tag team match.
This happened in WWE once, but in a ladder match at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Which one?
Uh,
What are you talking about?
the ladder match for the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. The ladder match, WrestleMania. No people. The pirate one.
The pirate one. I'm not sure which one he's talking about.
They didn't have
Steve.
dog collars, though.
Yeah, but there was one member of the. There was just one member of the team to be in a ladder match. Dumb.
Oh.
Curtis, this reminds me way back in the day. We're going to go way back in the day here.
Like 18s.
The very first Starrcade 83, when it was Greg the Hammer Valentine taking on Rowdy Roddy Piper in a dog collar match. You remember that one, correct?
Yeah, I do.
And that was a heck of a match between those two. I mean, you say dog collar match, and my thought process goes right to that match every single time. And you know, I have not, and there's been a few dog collar matches since that one, but there hasn't been one to live up to that particular match at all.
No.
So they've got their work cut out on this one, HD Daniels.
So, I'm intrigued by it, but there's no chance that the dogs are winning, so.
No chance that the dogs are winning.
No, it's not. The dogs
I mean, David
don't-
Finley does have that shillelagh.
The dogs don't exist to win. That's not why they're.
Wow.
That's not why they're here.
Wow. HD Daniels says there's no chance whatsoever for David Finley or Clark Connors to come out the winners in this thing. Now, I'm not gonna go that far, but I do think that the Bang Bang Gang are actually gonna come out the victors in that particular one. Next weekend is a very big weekend as well, HD Daniels.
Yes, sir.
And Curtis Sifu and little HD here in the studio with us.
I think he'll have more to say now. Right?
Second season.
Yeah, speak into the mic if you want to be heard.
Second season of 2-Day SummerSlam.
Second season of 2-Day SummerSlam. You're not wrong. It's going to be 2 nights of WWE SummerSlam next weekend, coming to us from Minneapolis, Minnesota, from the stadium I believe that the Minnesota Vikings play in, that domed stadium. A lot of matches on this one. We've got about 25 minutes left on the radio side. So if we're not able to get through all of these on the radio side, make sure you switch on over to our Facebook and our YouTube channel, because we'll continue on with these. But first up on this list, we have got, and we don't know which night these are going to fall in on yet, but Liv Morgan is going to defend the Women's World Championship against Io Sky, HD Daniels. Okay, little HD.
Yeah,
Who do you
little
think's
HD.
going to win? Liv Morgan or Io Sky?
Io Sky.
You think Io Sky is going to win this?
Why?
Because you saw what happened at Night of Champions. She defeated Liv Morgan thanks to the
Yeah.
curse. Thanks, Danhausen, by the way.
So you think lightning is going to strike twice in this?
Yes.
And Io Sky is going to pick up the Women's World Championship. Wow. Okay. HD Daniels, what do you think, my friend?
I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent on it. Liv Morgan.
Man, she's been doing such a great job with that championship, though. Don't
Are you
think?
being sarcastic? Because she's done nothing with it.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
She has done nothing with it. She has done nothing with it, but she has retained it. But her like fellow members, just help her with it, like Solo Ruka.
Yeah, with Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez, her teammates in the Judgment Day.
I feel like Raquel Rodriguez is just gonna turn on them, because I see her react, and I think she's gonna turn on them.
On the Judgment Day?
Yes, I think she's like tired of her.
Or do you really think that maybe Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez are going to turn on Liv Morgan? See, that's what I think is going to happen eventually.
And kick Liv out of Judgment Day? Is that what
Maybe.
you're saying?
Maybe not so much kick her out of Judgment Day, maybe going on their own
Okay.
away from Judgment Day.
So what would Judgment Day be then? Live with 2 guys?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty much. But I mean, you've got a stacked roster that you can replenish with. So there is that idea too. But so you think that which one do you think though HD Daniels is gonna pick up the win?
I'm gonna go with Liv right now because she lost at Night of Champions, so she's gonna get the victory this time.
And little HD thinks Io Sky is gonna win.
He does.
You know,
Danhausen, come here.
I think with in this particular situation, I got to go with the champion until the champion loses. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick. For right now, we've got until next Saturday.
Yeah.
But for right now, I'm gonna say Liv Morgan is going to pick up the win because of the fact that you've got Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez still in the mix of things, and they could very well come down and give Liv Morgan a hand in this one. So we'll see. Woo!
We're noisy today.
We're noisy this morning on the radio with the microphone. A match I'm really looking forward to, HD Daniels. I hope that you are as well. Maybe you're not.
One of the HDs is.
Oba Femi is gonna take on Brock Lesnar in their trilogy match, Hell in a Cell match. Who you got? Who's gonna win this one, little HD? It's a tough decision.
Yeah, I would say Oba.
You think Oba Femi is gonna win? All right. HD Daniels, what do you think, bud?
I think Oba's gonna win because losing would be a detriment to what we're trying to do with Oba.
But I kind of agree with Paul Heyman. He kind of has a streak. He kind of has a streak of like winning Hell in a Cell matches for champions.
Well, that's true too, but also with Brock Lesnar, Brock Lesnar has never lost inside the Hell in a Cell.
He's about to.
Yep.
This is their 3rd match. At WrestleMania, he took off the boots and the gloves as if he was going to be retiring. A lot of people think that he did retire and he's just doing this as a couple of one-offs. I think that with this being in his old hometown, because he lives in Saskatchewan, Canada now, but his old hometown of Minneapolis, Minnesota, being from that area and all, the northern part of the United States, this is his swan song. This is the match that everybody is going to remember for decades and decades to come.
If that's true, do you think there's gonna be like crazy spots and stuff?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I think pretty much everything, maybe even including the kitchen sink, is going to be used in this one. There's going to be all kinds of weapons underneath
Do you
that.
think
that crazy
weapons
ring.
should be in Hell in a Cell? Because I don't.
I don't either, honestly. But there always is.
There always
They're supposed to be to get the match started, to get the fans excited.
Well,
Let's open a Hell in a Cell.
yeah, it's true. But you know what? The Hell in a Cell itself, the cell itself is the weapon. You could use that. You could use that cell as a weapon every couple of seconds if you really wanted to, buddy. It's just the way it is. But I don't know. I think that again, this one's going to be Brock Lesnar's swan song, and we're going to remember this particular. Not because he wins or loses, just the match itself is going to be really, really big. And but with that being said, I do think that Oba Femi is going to come out the winner in this one, for the simple fact that if he doesn't win, what do you do with Oba next? And it takes away. It kind of takes away from that quote-unquote beast mentality that we see coming from Oba Femi and how he gets in and really destroys people, HD.
So here's the thing though. Oba wins. They're still not going to do anything with him.
Oh, man. Are you trying to bust my bubble
I
over here,
am.
HD?
I mean, let's just be real here. Oba's going to win next weekend, and then what? And then what? He goes after Roman for months and months and months and months.
That's a tough one. That's a really tough one. Because he gave up when he won the King of the Ring tournament. He could have picked either one of those champions, whether it had been Roman Reigns or Cody Rhodes at the time, to go after one of those championships. But he decided he wanted Brock Lesnar instead, which means he gave up the right to challenge for either one of those championships. Which to me means you've got to start back down at the bottom of the rung of the ladder and climb yourself back up. But the next question is, how many rungs of that ladder do you jump if you beat Brock Lesnar inside Hell in a Cell?
You jump them all, but even if the night after SummerSlam we set up Oba versus Roman, it's 2026. Oba ain't doing nothing with that title until at least January at the Rumble. This is going to go on and on and on.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I just don't like it.
There's just one thing that confuses me in Hell in a Cell.
What's that?
You like toss someone through the cell and you just get out of the cell. It just confuses me. You get out of the cell, the match still goes.
Well, see, it depends on what type of Hell in a Cell that they have. If it's a chain link fence for the walls, then yeah, you could have somebody thrown through that chain link fence and then they could actually climb to the top of the Hell in a Cell. But if you've got the bars on the Hell in a Cell, that's not going to happen.
They've done a Hell in a Cell like that before?
They've had the bars before.
For Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, for Hell in a Cell. That's what it used to be.
The first one I thought was the chain link fence.
No.
Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, the very first one.
No, it was bars. If I remember right, it was bars.
I don't know about that, Mr.
I know they've gone back and forth with it, though. There's been many times where they've had the bars, many times where they've had the chain link fence. And generally, in the last, I'd say, 8 or 9 years, at least anyway, that they've had the chain link fence. And that's what everybody is pretty much used to. But you can almost guarantee that if they go through that fence, somebody gets sent through that fence, and they're on the outside of the Hell in a Cell, they're going to be climbing up that Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, most likely.
So, and I don't know if we really need to see that with Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi climbing to the top of
Google AI disagrees with you.
Okay, what does Google AI say?
Every Hell in a Cell match has used chain link fence style mesh. You might be thinking of just a cage match.
Maybe. The heck with the AI.
Sorry, I had
the heck with AI. All right, moving on. We got to move on. We've only got about 15 minutes left here, and we've got to take our last break here in just a moment as well. But before we take that break, let's talk a little bit about the World Heavyweight Championship. That Roman Reigns that you just brought up a few moments ago, he is of course the champion, and he will be taking on longtime nemesis, never has beaten in the past, Seth Rollins. H.D. Daniels?
I think it's written in the stars that Roman Reigns is going to win this one.
I don't think it's just written in the stars. I think it's written in the stars. It's written in stone. It's written in the pavement. It's written on the wall. It's written everywhere you can write someone. That Seth freaking Rollins is going to lose this one.
He's going to lose.
He's going to lose this one.
But have you seen all his matches with Roman Reigns? Disqualification, win.
Yeah, you got to talk into the mic if you're going to talk, buddy.
He told you.
Get control of little HD over here, HD Daniels. I'm telling you what. He's acting like a super fan over here.
Don't talk back to the boss.
Whatever.
No.
It's all good.
It's
all good. But you think that Roman Reigns, hands down, basically, in this one, like I do, that he's going to retain this championship.
And unfortunately, we get the longer Roman reign.
Well, it's coming under the name of Trisha McGarry Williams, but we know that it is superfan Tim Williams. He says that My wife says it would be poetic if The Undertaker would come out and choke slam Brock to let Obo win. That's an interesting thing. I don't foresee that happening.
I don't either.
I don't think that.
But then he also says that Brock Lesnar should not have beaten the streak. And I kind of
No,
disagree
never.
with that one.
The streak should have never been broken to this day, ever. Never once.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
By agreeing, yeah.
It did nothing for nobody.
It really didn't. I mean,
It didn't help Brock, it didn't help Roman. They're the only
I mean, after
two.
that, Brock Lesnar did move on and win the world championship.
Nah,
So I
he-
guess maybe it helped him in that respect to get him a match.
we didn't
but
need it. Didn't help Brock whatsoever.
Interesting
We got
stuff.
the 1 and 21 and 1, but that wasn't. We didn't need it.
Yeah, and then we got Bug Eyes, the Bug Eye fan from it,
We did, Mr. Bug Eye.
Mr. Bug Eye, wherever he is now. All right, well, you know what? We've got about 12 minutes before the top of the hour. We are well past us taking our last break. So we're going to go ahead and take that. And when we come back, we will finish up this second hour of Uncensored Wrestling Talk and finish up talking about SummerSlam 2026 here on the radio side of things right after this.
Family Shoe Store is a local family family tradition in historic downtown Troy, Missouri, dedicated to serving the local community and providing great customer service. Their brands include Red Wing, Irish Setter, Works, Birkenstock, Brooks, Merrill, New Balance, Skechers, Thorogood, as well as Superfleet insoles, state-of-the-art 3D foot scanner to ensure you get just the right insoles for you. Finley Shoe Store providing men's and women's quality footwear in Lincoln County area since 1947. Finley Shoes, 636-528-8247.
Weber Chevrolet.
And that's another thing, Chris. We've had to manually do the crazy commercials on here now, too.
Oh,
You
yeah.
gotta
Yeah.
earn it.
It's a pain in the
We've come
backside.
a very long way from selling wagons.
Do what you gotta do.
And the like on the riverfront, where the RTO stands. Now, we have 4 great dealerships in the St. Louis and Southern Illinois areas, all in the 270 loop. It's a legacy built on trust, hard work, and commitment to our community. But what matters most is you, our valued customers. It's no surprise.
Your son knows a lot about that
Vehicles have
wrestling.
changed.
He has no choice.
He had no choice.
What do you mean, no what?
They
Only
were born.
like great cars and trucks to meet their family's needs.
They'll
and
turn on the old
wants.
stuff.
And that's something
Old
that
stuff.
nobody else
Like
has.
early 2000s.
See for yourself
Sometimes the
what
90s.
120
Yeah,
years
watch
Weber has
that.
been
I
made
want
for
to
life.
wear
Visit us at any of our locations.
Sometimes the 80s, it
Central
feels
Illinois,
up to it.
Freeport. You can also find us on Facebook on WeberAutomotive.com.
That's when that was mostly when I watched it, I would say from 99 back, you know, then after the WCW ended, I kind
People
of
are talking about
slacked
Don
off.
A lot of
Julio's
people did. It was
Mexican
a bummer
restaurant in the
when that was
Winfield Plaza and Don Julio's
I like the-
Taco Express.
I like
Yeah,
the
you should get in there
competition.
watching AEW, though.
Setting the
I
standard.
used to love the
for Mexican
competition
food
between the
and great
WCW and the
drinks.
WWE. They
Carry
made a
on or
lot
dine
more
in 7 days a
interesting.
week
Then
at both
when
great
that
locations.
stopped, it
Stop
kind of
in
took away
or
from
order
it.
online for carryout at DonJuliosWinfield.com or
When was last
DonJuliosTroy.com.
Nitro? 99?
Don Julio's Mexican
2001.
restaurant in the Winfield
April
Plaza and
2001.
Don Julio's
Man
Taco
bought it.
Express at number 3 Troy Center. And don't forget, buy one, get one free on Wednesday in Troy and on Monday in Winfield.
I think at the end,
Don
before the
Julio's
commercial
Mexican
ended,
restaurant
you
in the
know,
Winfield
WCW
Plaza
started
and Don Julio's Taco
steaks.
Express.
Oh, yeah.
Troy
Big
Center.
time.
Making
Veterans
Says
steaks.
Vince
owned and
Russo.
operated.
Yeah, because of
Bringing
Vince
great
Russo.
authentic Mexican food home to Lincoln County. Hasta
Man, that broke my heart when that one went down.
The Wrecking Crew. What do you guys do here?
We recycle. Our typical business is picking up stuff that nobody else can get.
People may have a lot of money laying in their property and they just don't realize it.
They do, a lot of money sometimes, and not where you would think it would be.
Where are you located?
Troy, Winfield, Vandalia, Missouri. We do boxes, trailers, we cut stuff up on site. We do insurance work. Farmers, if you have a burnt building or wind damage.
One more
building or
commercial, we'll jump right back in.
How they get hold of you?
Call me personally or call the office.
The Wrecking Crew. 636-462-1727.
You want to win that one.
People's Bank and Trust is helping you get a grip on your finances with our new mobile banking service. You can now manage your accounts, check balances, transfer funds, and pay bills all from the palm of your hand.
He's not
Visit
bad
us
anymore.
online at
He's a good guy.
pbtc.net
that cool
for
theme
more
song. Love
information
it.
and to start using mobile banking. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Thanks for going live. That'll get your attention, by golly.
No, we're awake now.
That'll wake everybody up. That'll wake everybody up. Hey, we are back live inside the Gateway Fiber Studio, News Radio 105.3 FM, 1280 AM, KYRO. This, of course, is Uncensored Wrestling Talk. I am Sergeant in studio with me, my co-host. He is the one and only, the resident referee, Mr. 123, HD Daniels. Next to him, his son, Little HD, in the studio with us, and also all the way from Kansas City, Missouri, he is Curtis, the Navy Man Sipu. What a show we've had so far, and it has gone by so quick that hour number 2 is almost over with. Wow. We've got about 7 minutes left here in the show. So let's go ahead and jump into some more of these matches real quick that are going to happen next weekend, SummerSlam. And I say next weekend because it's both going to be Saturday night and Sunday night. Crazy stupid board is wanting to squeal and make itself known as well. So let's go with the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Chad Gable trying to win the championship from the champion Penta. Who you got, Little HD?
Pick a guy.
You're gonna have to pick one.
Yeah, I would say Chad Gable.
You think Chad Gable is gonna up in Penta and
He
become
has
the
a
new
winning streak ever since he got back.
Intercontinental champion? All right. HD Daniels, what do you think, my friend?
I'm kind of leaning towards Chad Gable too because they haven't really been doing a lot with Penta these days. So I think they're gonna start doing stuff with Chad Gable.
Okay.
He has a streak. He has defeated Miro.
Chad Gable, you mean?
Yeah.
Yep. He has been on a little bit of a streak.
Ethan Page. And won the gauntlet.
But you know what? I think what's going to happen here, much to the chagrin of the super fan, the nematode Nelly, Tim Williams, I think that Penta is going to hit a Mexican destroyer on Chad Gable, and he's going to retain that championship against Chad Gable. But I don't think this is going to be the only match that we see between Chad Gable and Penta.
But they're
I think they'll face off again in the very, very near future.
But they're two baby faces. There isn't a lot of meat you can do with that. So
good guys.
Good guys.
They're good guys.
You can't do a lot with that. You got to turn one of them heel, and you can't do that with either one of these two.
Well, this is true too. This is true too. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this as we've only got about 5 minutes left. It is for the undisputed WWE Championship. CM Punk defending against Cody Rhodes. And Cody Rhodes, HD Dan, is trying to get his 4th championship here.
I feel like Punk is going to retain this one.
Really?
Well, I mean, what would that do? What are we going to do, go back to Cody?
I kind of get that feeling.
Even though we're going back to Punk, it's almost like nothing's happened since WrestleMania. Nothing is different. But
go ahead. Keep on talking.
I guess I just don't know what we're doing at all with this. Like, who cares? Cody wins, Punk wins.
You kind of have felt that way for a long time now with Cody Rhodes being the champion.
I felt this way since he won it at WrestleMania 40.
Wow, that was a long time ago. That was like 3 years ago, 2 years ago.
He completed his story, and then what did we do?
Well, he lost and then won it back, and then he lost and then he won it back again, and then he lost again.
For 3 years we've been doing this.
I think, again, we're getting that same story. Cody Rhodes is going to end up winning the championship from CM Punk, but what do you think? I mean, that's the next question is, where do you go with CM Punk with this if he loses the championship?
You probably go to Cody.
And being gone for 3 or 4 months again?
We have this #1 contendership, so who do we think's going to win the #1 contender? That might dictate who wins. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because it's probably going to be Sammy. So, Sammy versus Cody or Sammy versus
I
Tom.
would like to see a one-on-one between Sami Zayn and Cody
Okay,
Rhodes.
all right.
I would be okay with that.
I would like to see a four-way. CM Punk, Cody, Finn Balor, Sami Zayn. I would like to see that.
Okay. Okay.
But in this
The young man just wants everybody to get in there and just let's have a big old barnyard fight.
Well, Rumbles are his favorite type of match, so yeah.
I love Rumbles.
Yeah, good deal, good deal.
Everyone gets in, get an opportunity to make history. Boom, winner.
HD Daniels, this one is very intriguing. Let's go ahead and finish the show off talking about this particular matchup. It'll be Gunther, the Ring General, going up against now the former SmackDown General Manager, former NWA World Heavyweight Champion. I was a little surprised that they actually mentioned that
I
on
was too.
TV the other night. Of course, I'm speaking about Nick Aldis.
Yep, I told this what happened to Dad, and he said, nope, not happening.
I did not.
Yes, he did.
2 minutes.
I'm excited Nick Aldis is back, but I'm afraid he's going to lose.
Yeah.
You think that Nick Aldis is going to lose this one?
I think it's predictable in my opinion. Gunther gains nothing from losing to Nick Aldis.
You know, regardless of who wins this one, and on the bet lines right now, Gunther is a 90% probability that he is going to pick up the win over Nick Aldis. However, with me, I've been waiting for this for a long time, ever since Nick Aldis got into the WWE, and I was okay with them going ahead and making him the SmackDown General Manager when they did, pretty much right off the bat. But I've been looking forward to him getting into the ring and being a competitor once again. But I don't want to see this as just a one-off. I want to see a little bit of a run from Nick Aldis as being a competitor in the WWE.
Against Gunther?
Not necessarily
Okay.
just against Gunther, but as a competitor for 6 months to a year.
I don't know what they're going to do with him. He's on the older side. And I guess if he...
But we've seen so many
I know.
different older guys get back into it and win championships.
If and when he loses to Gunther, I guess he could, say that I wish I want to keep wrestling. I know we're running out of time.
We are. And in fact, on the radio side, we are done. We are just about done. We've only got about 15 seconds. So for HD Daniels, for Little HD, for Curtis the Navy Man Sifu, I am Sarge, and we will be right back here next Sunday, and we'll continue talking about the SummerSlam 2026. What happened on night one? What's gonna happen on night two? We'll have a bit better, clearer picture of what matches are gonna happen on night number 2. But with that being said, until we talk to you again next Sunday on the radio, and if you want to keep listening, come on over to the Facebook and YouTube channel. Until then, hey, go watch some wrestling.
Today on the IMS
All right,
Radio
radio
Network,
side is
it's the
finito.
Brickyard.
Sorry we ran late there.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I think it's just NASCAR anyway.
Speedway
NASCAR,
tradition began in the Brickyard 400.
Yeah, it's NASCAR, so on the radio side.
Well, buzzing is over.
The buzzing is over. You are right. And now that we get to the end of the show, now he wants to start piping in, right? you gotta talk more, bud. It's the beginning of the shows.
Sarge, I think one of these days I'm gonna look over there, turn this thing on. He's gonna be in that chair.
Maybe. He might be.
Yes,
You may not be wrong.
He
You
may be
may
in that
not be
chair.
wrong. All right, here we go. 2 of your favorites here, HD Daniels.
Don't say it.
Danhausen
Uh-huh.
will be taking on Dominic Mysterio, and the winner will keep the $100,000 that Danhausen stole from the
Everyone knows
Judgment
who
Day.
the winner is. Everyone knows who the winner is.
Who?
Danhausen.
You think Danhausen is gonna pick up
2
some-
reasons. 1, he is cursed. And 2nd, he's one of the laziest wrestlers in WWE history.
Oh, you're talking about Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
lazy.
Wow.
He's like
You ain't
lazy.
wrong.
He's just lazy. All he does is get competitors and makes him win.
Wow.
He's lazy.
Wow. See, I think Danhausen's luck runs out that night because you've got
No way. He's
J.D.
a clone
McDonough,
machine.
you've
He's a
got
clone machine.
Dominic Mysterio, of course. You've got Liv Morgan, who may just show up and do a little something. You have Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez.
What about the Danhausen little minion guys?
Yeah.
I
And
so
what about
don't
the
want to see
clone
those guys anymore. I'm over that.
It's
They
so
used the clone
cool.
machine already. He brought up that.
Yeah,
basketball
they've already
guy.
used the clone machine. He's got to let it charge up for another 2 months.
2 months.
At least.
Well, it's
At
Well,
least.
what about that big Danhausen guy, or I forgot.
Yeah,
his
the
name.
basketball player.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, the
gonna come
basketball
up.
Oh, you
Obviously.
think he's gonna come?
Yeah.
Again?
The Danhausen minions came. The Danhausen minions came like twice or maybe 3 times. So maybe he's gonna come twice or 3 times.
Maybe.
Like the Vinny Danhausen.
You never know. You never know. Alright, moving on from that one. Sami Zayn is going to take on Finn Balor, who just won a 4-way on Friday Night SmackDown, to become or to determine the #1 contender to the undisputed WWE Championship. HD Dennis, what do you think? Who's going to get this one? Who becomes the #1 contender?
I feel like Sami Zayn because Finn Balor versus Cody or Punk. I don't know what that does. Sammy is on his little whining story right now.
Yeah. Like,
So-
I deserve that title. He just came in here and just don't, and you're not even expected. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 the young man says. Well,
Gingerbread
I
face.
still think that Sami Zayn is going to win the Royal Rumble in January to
What?
move on to WrestleMania because it's going to be in Saudi Arabia next year, where he just won the championship
Right.
not too long ago, and he wins his 2nd championship then.
See, we had our dreams that he was going to win the Rumble and then win in Saudi, but they did that early. I don't know if they're
I
even.
still think that happens.
I just don't know if they're going back to it.
I still think it
I
happens.
think they.
He's not the perfect guy to win the Rumble. He's the
Who
perfect guy. Sami Zayn. He's like a perfect guy to be in the Rumble, not win the Rumble.
Who's good? Okay, all right. So that he's.
My pick is like Brock Lesnar, Oba Femi, Seth Rollins, or Cody Rhodes. Or
But see,
Stone Cold
Sami Zayn
Steve
beating Finn
Stone
Balor,
Cold.
it sets up that him versus Cody Rhodes in a singles match for that championship. And that could happen at the following pay-per-view in September, which I believe is Money in the Bank.
That's October. September. I looked it up. I already forgot it.
Is it?
Money in the Bank is October.
Okay.
Isn't it?
It could be. You might
Yep,
be
it's
right.
October.
You might be right.
I got a good memory hole. You don't even know it.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see which one that one is. But whatever pay-per-view is in September, I think that's when Sami Zayn and Cody Rhodes will have their one-on-one matchup. Because ever since this whole thing started, Sami and Cody hasn't had a one-on-one
Oh,
match.
Clash at the Castle.
That's in September, huh?
Yeah.
So
Or
that'll be
August
over-
29th.
Oh, the end of August.
Wait.
What?
The day before.
At Wembley.
At Wembley Stadium? No, it couldn't be.
Insane.
It couldn't be. Because AEW is at Wembley on the 30th of August.
Are they actually going to do this?
No, Clash at the Castle isn't at Wembley Stadium
Give me
anyway.
this.
No.
It hasn't been at Wembley before.
And your cool little
It's been at different places.
So do they go overseas now?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Oh, wow.
All the time. All the time now.
I mean, I knew the WWE used to do that, there for a while. I didn't know they were.
Oh yeah, they're back to doing that like on a pretty much regular basis now. Yeah. So,
That was a really weird result that I just got. That doesn't even make sense.
yeah, that doesn't make sense at all, honestly.
Unless it was a house show.
No, see, it's because AEW's All In is at Wembley Stadium that weekend, that very last weekend of August. That's not going to happen. Where WWE comes in right before them in there. It's just not going to happen. Because they book those places for a couple of days out from the actual event for them to go in and set the stage and, you know, the whole 9 yards. Build the stage up and everything. So, but yeah.
Well, I'm from the old school side, so do they do well there?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The last time, well, AEW the last 2 years, the first year they had like 80,000 people there at Wembley Stadium. And then last year's, it wasn't quite as much, but I want to say it was around between the 50 and 60,000 mark anyway. So yeah, AEW's done really well over there. And whenever WWE's gone overseas as well, they've always done extremely well.
80,000 people in the arena, that's pretty darn good for
Oh,
a
yeah.
wrestling match.
Yep.
Just
And
like
that was AEW's first trip overseas outside of the United States as well, when that first one happened, when 80,000 people were
It
there.
reminds me of that time, was it in WrestleMania? Was it too, when they went to Detroit, Michigan? And they had like, it was.
Oh, at the Silverdome?
Yeah, the
Yep,
Silverdome,
93, over 93,000.
93,000 people.
Yep, yep. Yep. What do you think, HD?
I don't know what I think.
You got anything else from this past week of professional wrestling?
Did we go through the whole SummerSlam card?
Nope.
I mean, there's a couple of matches still. The
Okay.
Bella Twins, Brie
The
and,
ladder match?
Brie and Nikki Bella taking on
The triple threat match,
Paige
ladder match.
versus it's a 6-woman tag match is what it is. It's not for the tag team title. It's the Bella Twins, Brie Bella and Nikki Bella and Paige taking on Fatal Influence.
Who cares, right?
Really, honestly, that's the gist of it to
I
me.
told Timmy Boy last week Trick Williams versus Baron Corbin is a nothing match.
Do you still feel that same way?
100%. I don't even know why they hired Baron Corbin.
Well, I think he was trying to come in to elevate Trick Williams, to elevate Carmella Hayes, but really, I don't think that's really happened at all.
Baron Corbin doesn't elevate anyone.
Like, why is he back?
Yeah.
He used to be Kane.
Well, like
why
I
is
said,
he
they brought him back to try and put some really good shine on Trick Williams and Carmella Hayes, but
He
that
already-
really hasn't
no.
happened.
Trick Williams already has the shine.
Yeah, he just wants to take it away because he
How about
wants
the
to shine.
how about the tag match with the Usos versus the Solo Uso?
Oh, that one's not on here, is it?
Yeah, it is. It's your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, I missed it. LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, Royce Keys taking on, as you said, the Bloodline. Jacob Fatu, Jay Uso, and Jimmy Uso. Well, what do you think? Who's going to pick up the win in this one?
Probably the Bloodline.
You think the Bloodline's going to pick it up? I kind of lean that way as well, because only for the simple fact that LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, Royce Keys, there's not a lot of chemistry there between the three of them, really, to be quite
It's
honest
just
about
something
it.
to do.
It really is. It really is. And you think Trick Williams is going to retain against Corbin?
Oh yeah.
This may be like a hard match for the Usos.
Could be.
We have LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Royce Keys.
Well, who do you think is going to win?
I think the Bloodline, but they do have like hard competitors. to
It'll be a
face.
tough match, huh?
Royce Keys and Solo Sikoa, LA Knight.
Interesting. Anything else you want to talk about?
Not necessarily. Do you? You want to talk about anything?
I don't know.
Okay.
Curtis, you got anything, my friend?
I enjoyed watching this young man.
He is always a pleasure to have in the studio whenever Big HD brings in little HD. Well, HD Daniels, would you like to do the honors, my friend?
Turn off the cameras. You want to say anything?
And say anything real quick to all the people watching? He don't know. He don't know.
Wait, this is live?
Yeah,
we're live.
We've been live the entire time.
I tried to tell him that.
For about 2 hours.
For Big HD, for Little HD, for Curtis all the way from Kansas City, I am Sarge saying thank you so much for watching this morning, and we will see all of you next weekend right here on Uncensored Wrestling Talk. And until then, hey, it's time. Go watch some wrestling.
Okay, we're doing one at a time. Hold on.